Hello. I'm calling this a little fireside chat. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Brandy, is it really cold enough? Is it snowing outside? No. But 50 degrees in Texas is fire worthy. So, just excited to have this nice fire. My last house had wood burning and I had to clean that out, but this one has those fake logs, so we're all good. So I wanted to do another little devotion with you guys and go over some things that are kind of cool and that the Lord's been working on my life. Actually, He's always been working on this stuff for me. But tonight, I want to tell you my greatest sin. Yes, it's confession time. My greatest sin is I've recently binge watched a couple seasons of Felicity. No, that is very not God honoring and wasted my time. But that's not my greatest sin. It gets even worse. My greatest sin that I want to talk to you about today is being a people pleaser. And recently, the Lord's been working on that for me, and it kind of started off a couple months ago at the beginning of summer. And it was told to me that I wasn't making the right people happy. And so that just crushed me. I was like, what? People don't like me? People don't want to work with me? What? I was crushed. And so I cried and cried and cried. And I had good friends and good mentors walk me off the ledge and say, get it together, girl. You are a God pleaser, not a people pleaser. And they knew the good truths to speak into my life, and that was a blessing. And so I've been sharing all the stuff and how the Lord, holding on to the Lord this summer was for me. But that people-pleasing thing maybe got put back to the back burner in my life because I was just able to go back and say, okay, I know I'm a God pleaser. I need to be a God pleaser, not a people pleaser. And I was pretty confident in that. Yeah, way to go. I'm mastered. I'm such a God pleaser. And so I was like, okay, suck it up. I'm a God pleaser. I can do this. I can not go back to that sin. Well, fast forward a couple months, and I start a new job, and guess what? I want to make everyone happy. And you're like, Brandy, wait. Don't you work in ministry? Don't you have a lot of parents and kids? Don't you have to, you can't make anyone happy. All people happy. And you're right. I do have a job where lots of people want me to make them happy. But, starting a new job and being the new person, you maybe want to be like the people pleaser. I'm not only a people pleaser, I'm kind of like, oh, everyone just be happy. Let's all work together. Let's, go to lunch and everything will be fine. I have realized that that is not good either for me to start out like that in a new job of wanting to make everyone happy. And so that's something the Lord has been working on my heart with the last couple of weeks. And guess what? I found maybe in the Bible another people pleaser. I love reading. As you know, I've been reading through Exodus and the Israelites. And so I came upon this passage the other day, and it's Moses. And he says, Moses said to the Lord, you have been telling me, lead these people, but you have not let them know whom you will send with me. You have said, I know you by name, and you have found favor with me. If you are pleased with me, teach me your ways so that I may know you and continue to find favor in you. Remember that this nation is your people. The Lord replied, "My presence will go with you, and I will give you rest." Then Moses said to him, "If your presence does not go with us, do not send us from here. How will anyone know that you are pleased with me and with your people unless you go with us? What else will distinguish me and your people from all other people on the face of this earth?" And the Lord said to Moses, "I will do that very thing and you have asked, because I am pleased with you, and I know you by name." Then Moses said, "Now show me your glory." This passage kind of hit me like, what Moses. So, see, I know about Moses. I know his doubts and his insecurities because they're all right here. They're pretty clear. He's like, he has been approached by the Lord for this job, and he's said, "Lord, send someone else. I don't want to do it." In Exodus 4:1, he says, "What if they don't believe me? What if they don't listen to me?" And he even has this faltering moment where he finally decides to go to Egypt to speak to the Pharaoh. He talks to the leaders. He talks to Pharaoh. Pharaoh gets mad. More bricks, less straw. And the Israelites get mad. And they get mad at Moses. And they say, "You have made us a stench to the Pharaoh. You have made our lives more difficult, Moses. Thanks a lot. What is this freedom you speak of? Because we don't even get that right now." And Moses goes out into the desert and he kind of pleads with the Lord, like, "Are you sure this is the plan? Because this is crazy." So you know the rest of the story. Moses leads this great crowd of Israelites out of Egypt in this great, incredible victory. But yet, he has to take care of all these people in the desert. And that starts to weigh on him. And they mess up. They mess up big time. They mess up several times. Moses messes up. Moses is the leader that's trying to keep all these people happy. One time, I took a bunch of people on a family mission trip to Cleveland, Ohio. Oh my goodness. I thought family ski trips were difficult. Family mission trips, even more difficult. You got food allergies. You got people who don't like certain things. You've got to feed all these families. You've got to do all of this, take care of all this, and do missions. That was stressful, and I had a really hard time keeping everyone happy. And that's what Moses is having to do here in the desert. He's having to try to be the leader. His father-in-law says, "Moses, Moses, stop doing that. Make leader of leaders. Delegate the work. Focus on the Lord." And to me, that speaks to me because that's what I need to hear too. To know that Moses might have been a little bit of a people pleaser, but that he ultimately also wanted to be a God pleaser. And that is my heart. And I do want to be a God pleaser. It's just making everybody happy gets in the way of that. And I just want everyone to be happy and party. And I don't want to have conflict or difficulties. But that's not really life, right? We can't go around making people happy because honestly, I have tried and it doesn't make people happy. The people I want to make happy are my mom and dad. I'm single, so we hang out a lot. I know, third wheel, but they love me still and I love them. You got to dance with the one who brung you. I know, single for a reason, probably so. But they have just left yesterday, but they were here and they were a little grumpy, and especially my dad. And I run around, like, I get my dad's favorite food, my dad's favorite orange juice. I cook for him. I, run around and make him happy, and he's just not happy because you know why? I cannot make him happy. I know he's proud of me, and I know he loves me, but it is my sin to think that something I do is going to make someone happy. The only person who makes people happy is the Lord, and they have to work that out themselves. I can not do anything. And that is the Lord's work to do and not my job, because I'm bossy and controlling as well. So I like to take all that stuff. But the Lord's work is the Lord's work. And it is my job to surrender to Him and to be a God pleaser, not a people pleaser. And so that is what the Lord has been working on me recently. And I'm so thankful for His grace and forgiveness and the new starts that I get to have on a daily basis. And I'm thankful for how He helps me concentrate on being a good God pleaser and not a people pleaser. Maybe you're a people pleaser. Maybe you're not. Maybe you don't want to make anyone happy. And for you, I would say work on your social skills, because you do need to have good social skills, because it says Jesus grew in wisdom and stature and favor with God and man. And so God wants us to work together with people. So that's probably the other side. You got me over here being the people pleaser, and you might be over here being like, I don't care. I don't need to make anybody happy. So I think the Lord, check that out. The Lord brings those together and lets us focus on Him and working together and being a God pleaser first, and then second, working together for His glory. I hope this helps. If you're a people pleaser, you know it, and I recommend good books like Dr. Henry Cloud, Boundaries. I've read the book a couple times, taught the class. Boundaries is a great book to read for us people pleasers and to reread. But then also to just look at how Moses leads these people, and how he trusts the Lord, and how he makes mistakes, and how he brings his focus back to the Lord. I talked my last one about worship and how important that's been for me. There's another song out that I really love. You are good, you are good. And so that has kind of been my anthem of this summer. When things go crazy and when I fall into the trap of being a people pleaser, I want to focus my worship back on Him and Him being good and Him taking care of me and being a God pleaser. So I hope that is good and encouraging, and I hope you love my fireside chat. And I hope that you are having a great week, and I hope that whether you're a people pleaser, a God pleaser, which we all need to be, or whether you're no pleaser at all, then you get it back in balance there. So, all right, I'm thankful for you guys and these posts, and I hope you enjoy them, and I hope you like. I'm thankful for my new house. And I hope you like my fireside chat that I hear, because it's way too cold on the patio, so I couldn't do that. So hope y'all have a great weekend, and it was great chatting with y'all tonight. Go Texas Tech tomorrow. Beat Texas.